display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. Hi, Alison Tarry. Bye.
Hi, bye.
She's having a lovely snoop, and I love that about her. It's gorgeous to be with you today. My name is Rebecca Redican. You can call me Becky, and it is my pleasure today to be joined by the lovely Tracy Spurgeon. Hi, Tracy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well. It's ages since we've worked together, isn't it?
Very. Yeah, it has actually. I didn't think about that.
But anyway, I know. I'm really excited about bringing you this new DVD.
Tell me why you're excited.
Well, rings. It's one of the more exciting things. It's one of those things people ask me about all the time. So, can you make a ring and can you set stones? Yes, is the answer to that. And in the DVD I'm bringing you today, we're going to answer all those questions.
This DVD coming up for you at 3. Not long to wait on that one. We've got all the tools and goodies you're going to need. We're going to have demos today. We've got the DVD is at 2. Tell a lie, the DVD is at 2. Yes, because at 3 o'clock, we've got this bit of a treat and treasure. So much of a treat and treasure that we really like it, and we have decided to take it under a tenner. Simon. Yes, Simon. You know Simon. Simon's going to be coming down and chatting to us a little bit about this. We're going to try and give him a sneaky manager special deal. All right? That's what we're going to try and do. Manager special. Okay, so that is not far off at all. We have got some jadeite coming up for you, and this has been haggled for this morning by the wonderful B Diddy and the wonderful Bruce, who have been very, very, very busy all day filming a VT that may well come out this afternoon, and in advance we would like to apologise for it. Good set of lungs, you, Tracy. Good set of lungs. Yeah, you fitted in well with the rest of us. We have got coming up for you something that truly, we had to barter for today. But we got it. Last time I can guarantee this before Christmas. Last time I can guarantee it before Christmas. Don't forget, we can't guarantee you Christmas delivery on this, on standard delivery, premium. You should be fine. But today, if you want to guarantee that you've got an order in before Christmas, this genuinely is probably your last day. We're not guaranteeing you any jadeite at all before Christmas. You've got your more traditional colour and the rarer, lesser seen colour of black. Now, whenever I have brought you coloured jadeite here before, and I have brought you lavender colours, I have brought you black colour before, they have been treated to be that colour. This is natural. Now this is a scarcity level above and beyond this jadeite here. It's a rarity, it's a scarcity, it's coming up for you today in this hour. So not long to wait on these two. This hour, we've got those for you. I've also got to share with you, I just think this is such an incredible strand, and it really truly is. Opal. We don't facet opal, remember. You don't facet opal because, well, you can facet it, but you only really facet two qualities. You'll facet Ethiopian opal, that is completely, you know, kind of void of any colour, because then that will give it a little bit of something exciting to look at. Or you'll facet really top-notch quality. I know which I think this is. Natural Ethiopian opal. A complete fluke of the earth, which is very sadly on its way out in the industry. A lot of people in the trade are expecting that this time next year we will no longer be mining this. It is an incredible stone. I'm going to be bringing it to you today, 4 o'clock on that. I've also got my 5 o'clock mega deal, which is all to do with silicone moulds. I've got absolutely oodles and oodles of goodies and moulds coming up for you today. Brand new plates coming up for you. Brand new tools you've never ever seen before on their way to you. I've got absolutely oodles. Most of them are going to come up in the 2 o'clock. We're going to have demos from Tracy as well. We'll get her jewellery out so you can have a nosy at it. We've got the ring DVD. We've got the silver birdhouse DVD as well on its way. We've absolutely got oodles and oodles and oodles of goodies coming up for you. We really truly do. So it's a real day for craft and creativity, which at this time of the year is fabulous, isn't it? Let's get started, if I may, with some big gemstones. It's Adam's favourite. This is Adam's favourite because he once very poetically describes the location in which these come from. One location, Mooka Creek in Australia. And if you've never been to Australia, we went to the only person in the team who has been to Australia, and he described Australia as...
Big hot fun.
Big hot fun, yes. Wow. Big hot fun. And if statement is definitely your idea of a good time, then these are totally it for you. 16 mil that we've got here for you. They are seriously dramatic. The fact that this is a one locational gemstone from the Mooka Creek region, which is sort of, you know, if you think about like the Kennedy Valleys and you think about that beautiful, deep and intense, almost sandstone colour you get through there, it's very reminiscent, I think, of its location, you know? It's almost like Mother Nature looked out on Australia and parts of Australia and thought, you know what? This deserves to be snapshotted and kept within a gemstone. The fact of the matter is, because it's a one locational gemstone, it has an added scarcity level. The fact this is a one locational gemstone and it is so dynamic in size, 16 mil, we're talking over 1.5 centimetres here, you have got something with even more scarcity, 640 carats worth on the whole screen. These are all individual pendants, aren't they, if you wanted them to be. They're bold, they're dramatic, they're natural, they're one locational. Because they're so bold and because they're so dramatic, we could very well be expecting really significant price points. In fact, I've never been to Australia myself, but I have done my research and I do know that in Australia there are whole stores dedicated to this gemstone, and you are looking at 3 figures for certain pendants. I have got for you a full strand here of pendants, and your price, less than 30 quid. In fact, half of that. 14,095 pence for you today on this dramatic, drama-filled strand. And the fact it's so dramatic and drama-filled means it goes far. So if you, like a lot of us, you know, at this time of year, you're thinking, right, okay, how can I make my, you know, last paycheck go even further? Strands like this are going to help you do that, because you only need one to make a piece. One maybe on a nice piece of macrame. One maybe of these on like a wirework bookmark, and this could kind of fold over the edge of it. Every single one of them is so unique and individual. What do you like about this, Tracy?
I love the harmony of the colours, and I'd be buying 3 strands and making them into a long piece. and wearing them with a nice chunky jumper at this time of year.
That'd be gorgeous.
Yeah, I'd be buying 3 strands.
Because let's face it, at this time of year, you want statement pieces of jewellery to go over your statement knitwear, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. And the harmony of colours there is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
Yeah. It's really dramatic. It's really drama-filled. Well done to everyone who's checking out. Manager's Special with Simon coming up for you at 3. They work nicely together, don't they? Really like them together. Next up, we're going to bring to you, let me reach over here. Ooh. Oh, I love this as a collection. Hang on, do you get 2 of these? It's a bundle. Oh no, there we go. Right, yeah, moon and star. Here we go. I see what we've done here. Let me bring to you your moon and your star. Individual. With the bail at the top, the loop at the side here. So you could add a gemstone of your choice maybe. Or you could do, as has been done here, and actually attach one to hang from the other. You can absolutely stamp onto these. You could engrave onto these if you wanted to. So maybe, you know, this to me is very significant. It signifies the sort of, you know, love you to the moon and back, etc. That's really big at the moment. What you could do is maybe an initial for, I don't know, maybe your initial or the person you're gifting it to, and then maybe someone else's initial on the star. Maybe someone this year's had a baby, and what you could do is you could put their initial and then maybe the baby's initial on there. You've got a lot of scope for adding to this. You've got a lot of scope for enjoying these. Of course, they have both got bails, so more than happy to use them individually if you wanted to. It is precious metal, so if you're planning on giving that precious gift of personalisation to someone, precious metal could be the best way for you to go. Bringing to you 95 solid sterling silver, your moon and gold plated star for just £12.95. I think that's such a great price for something that's really stylised, for something which can easily be personalised, and for something which at this time of year, you know, when you are thinking of giving, maybe they're slightly more sentimental gifts than you would normally give. This, I think, has got a lot of scope to add that individuality. You know, even if you wanted to maybe do a pairing piece whereby you chose a stone, let's pick garnet just because it's a first birthstone of the year. Imagine you did this on, say, a garnet necklace, and then you did this one here on a garnet bracelet, and those were the gifts together. And you could actually give that to one person and that to another, so that you're always connected with that same design. You know, it's almost like, you know, when you were younger, maybe at school, and you used to have the hearts that were cut into 2, and one used to say, be, fry, and then the other one said end, yeah, and you put them together and it spelled best friend. It's a little bit maybe of a grown-up twist on that. £12.95. I think they're beautiful.
They are so elegant, aren't they?
Elegant's
really?
a great word.
Yeah.
Great word for it. Say that again, Poppet. Let me bring you now. Oh, these are bold. Amazonite.
One of my favourite colours.
Why do you love this strand? Well, do you love that colour first off?
It is. It's just, well, any sort of blues and greens, I just love. It always works with me and my colouring and things like that. So yeah, I love anything sort of blues and greens and all the hues and tones and shades that go in there. So yeah, this is beautiful.
It's such a lovely colour, and you're totally right. You know, it is a very complementary colour, isn't it, as well? I like these as well because it is Amazonite, and this is really intriguing Amazonite because it's Madagascan. Madagascan Amazonite is the type of Amazonite that our wonderful friend Alex from, our lovely mineral man will bring to us. When he brings us Amazonite, more often than not, it will be from Madagascar, because for him, in his explorations, it's one of the best locations to get Amazonite in the world because of the strength of colour and the chatoyancy you can get underneath the surface. These ones I really like for creativity because they're the oval shape, which we don't see often, and they're drilled at the largest point. So actually, if you want to have these on, say, a necklace strand next to rounds that are even, slightly smaller than this, these all of a sudden become a focal. You know, it's almost like a traditional kind of cameo shape as well, isn't it? We have rolled these down in price. I've now got less than 5. Your price point today is £11.95 only. These are seriously low in stock. How about showing them off with jadeite? Yeah? That's a pop, isn't it? That works nicely. Even. Let's be a bit more rambunctious with the black, natural black jadeite. Yep, definitely. I like that. I think it makes it pop more. And it always brings out more of the greens within the black jadeite. Really, it does, doesn't it? Black jadeite, of course, does have nuances of green in it. £11.95. I've got 3 of these available now. It is ticking down. £11.95. Good work. Okay, let me bring you, for those of you who do love blue, a little bit more depth of blue. Lapis lazuli.
Wonderful.
One of the most artistic gemstones in the world. Used to be crushed up, of course, and used in paintings. And it was a way, in essence, of proving status. We have got that beautiful quality and beauty of this being natural. Now, when you have a look at some of the well-known brands working with lapis lazuli right now, it really is extensive. Le Boucheron, of course, are working with it, and Le Boucheron are working with individual pieces in pendants and drops that start at around about the £2,000 mark for one pendant drop. But there are other companies, other businesses out there who are working with higher elevated price points. Why? Well, because it is so stunning, because it is so luxury, and because it has always had a standing in the art world. So it's great for us artists, you know, even if you only class yourself as a craft, maybe you're thinking, oh, I wouldn't say I'm an artist. You are, in essence, you know, when you're creating something, you are creating your own individual creativity and artistry. So for us artists out there, it's a wonderful piece because of its dynasty almost, if you will. What I love about this strand is not only the fact that it's natural, which already makes it special, but the fact that these are so dramatic. That beautiful drop on there you've got. We have got, you're going to get a minimum of 4 on a strand, and you have got 50 carats worth of your lapis lazuli here. Big bold statement pieces, we're going to be looking on average at about, what, 12 carats each, so big statement pieces. Today, for your luxury, natural. The fact of the matter is, I do not want any of these price points to sway you whatsoever. I want you to know that actually if this was £28.95, that would be an incredible purchase price, and it genuinely would. This is real deal lapis lazuli. And let me just remind you of something, and I know you at home are very... you purchase consciously, which is fantastic. Let me just remind you, lapis lazuli has a high rate of being poached, of being illegally taken from the ground. There are a lot of gemstones that do. Lapis lazuli is one of them. Ethiopian opal is a big one as well, actually. But let me just remind you, when you purchase from us, you get your authenticity certificate of this specific strand that has been individually assessed, impartially assessed by an outside company, and that is your guarantee, your security that you're buying something that is brilliant quality, that is wonderfully natural and looks beautiful, but is also sourced ethically, which is so important to us here at Jewellery Maker, as I'm sure it is to you as well. £8.95 for that is just a brilliant deal. Surely this would look great with silver clad.
Absolutely. I mean, blues always look amazing against silver, don't they? So yes, there would be some kind of silver backing to this, or a frame, and I'd use one of those to create like a focal piece.
Definitely. Big, dramatic focal on this one. I just think it's beautiful. Well done, £8.95. Do you know what? Let's go a little bit sideways. Blue and purple I like together. I like purple with anything. It is my favourite colour.
These are really unusual cut, aren't they?
Star cut.
Lovely.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Really nice.
So basically with, I wouldn't say all of your gemstones, but a lot of your gemstones, they'll have the hexagonal facet work on there. With these ones, the facets themselves are a trilliant shape, a triangle shape. And that means that the facet junctions go really crisply in together. And because they go in crisply together, they give you a real overall, almost geometric appearance, don't they?
Absolutely, they do, really do, yeah. They're fabulous, I love them.
And the geometric shape is still very on trend, I think. It's everywhere in homeware, etc., isn't it? Also, what I like about these for this time of year is, oh, blimey, that gives you a big ping of light, doesn't it? Doesn't it? That gives you a massive ping of light. So it's bolder. You get that big thwack of triangular brightness, which I think at this time of year, you know, you only need like a little, you know, light flickering in the restaurant you're in, or maybe a few candles on your Christmas table to hit the light on this, and they are absolutely going to sing. We have got for you 180 carats worth of these beautiful fancy beads. We are taking them under £10. There you go. £9.95 for you today. It is a brilliant opportunity for you to get your hands on this. I just adore it. I love that luxury look. What colours would you put with purple?
Peridot goes really well, and rose quartz. So, you know, rose quartz, peridot and amethyst, they work really, really, really well together.
I love that. I think greens and purples, it always reminds me of kind of, you know, your summertime garden.
Yes,
you know
exactly
what I mean?
that, yeah.
It's lovely,
Yeah.
isn't it? £9.95, completely natural from Brazil. Your star, fancy cut we've called it. It would be called a star cut. Well done, everyone. Okay, let's move on up to, lapis lazuli again. Right, let me grab it. Let me show you that, but let me grab it alongside these. What do you think? They work, don't they? So, just let you know, the spaces in this, I think, really set it off because they're that kind of pyrite colour, aren't they? But imagine, obviously, spacing them out. Something like that, maybe. Actually, just me. Could that be a gent's piece as well as a lady's piece? I think so. Come on, guys, it's 2019. Whatever you like. I've got for you beautiful 90 carats worth, and we've got variation in sizes on these ones. Now, an interesting fact about this strand is this has been individually, exclusively cut for us here at Jewellery Maker. Now, a lot of our gemstones, of course, in fact, near all of them, have been cut specifically for us. But sometimes our lovely head of buying, Marie, and her team will go to Jaipur or go to a gem fair. We'll pick up raw material and send it with a specification of what they want to do. And sometimes our team in Jaipur will say, hey, we've come up with an idea. We've seen X, Y, and Z. How do you fancy? We try and do this. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it doesn't. This has been cut specifically for us here. And so if you want this gemstone with this kind of dramatic unisex cut, then you're absolutely in the right place. We've got 90 carats worth for you here, and we've got a variation in sizes from a ring-worthy 14x9 to a statement pendant 20x10mm. Say it again, B. When you consider this is entirely natural, when you consider the story of the journey of this, that this, you know, is from such a remote location that is so many meters above sea level that we cannot actually, it's so remote that we can't, you know, drive up trucks to this location to put in the raw material and ship it down. Each piece has to be brought down by horseback, and it's around about a 2-day journey to a place where it's actually available for us to get machinery to help kind of take these out. It's all hand dug, it's all really generational families, little artisanal groups. With all of that in mind, and for the fact that we've cut this for you, specifically for you, for something that's different that you might like to add to your collection, I think this price is sensational. £18.95. But there's sensational, and then there's the reason you watch live on Jewellery Maker. £9.95 for you is your drop down deal. That is a dramatic saving you've just got your hands on there. You have just got from £18.95 to £9.95, but please let me remind you that price only lasts until 8 o'clock. What would you do with this one?
Again, it would have to be strung with some silver clay pieces inside. I'd probably make some silver clay beads to complement
Lovely.
the in-between sections of those. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, with our silver clay, we're going to be learning quite a few techniques really today, aren't we?
It's all about techniques today, indeed. Yes, yeah. Some techniques in making moulds and how to use those moulds, because it's amazing. And yes, and we're looking at the rings as well. So lots to learn in technique today.
And you have not. Bring that to me this instant. Bring this to me this instant, please. Just to let you know, I was showing B Diddy one of your lovely rings before, and she put this hand out like, come on. So obviously I proposed to her with that ring. She's taking it very seriously. She's just showed me then. Still got it on. Still got it on. You've just received a save a date card, have you, Bruce? Right, okay, well, blimey. We have got for you some incredible treats coming up, including the ring that B Diddy is still wearing. We may well have to elope. I have got this DVD launching for you today. As well as that, I will just say that some of the techniques we're going to be exploring today are great for silver clay, but they're good for other things too. So they're going to be great for even the likes of polymer clay, copper clay, you know, all of the metal clays pretty much. Another thing that they could be good for is the likes of your F colour, because you remember you can stamp into F colour as well. So there's loads of different mediums that we're kind of going to be tackling today, with our main focus on the solid, beautiful silver clay, which if you've not seen it before, hold on to your hats. It's really exciting. And also another thing to point out is, if you've seen silver clay before and you've thought, Bex, but I'm gonna have to go and find a torch, I'm gonna have to go and find some sulfur, I'm gonna have to find X, Y, and Z. Oh no, we've got you covered today. We've got you covered. So that is coming up for you, including the brand new tools for you as well. Let me move on to, earthy colours. Earthy tones, earthy hues. If you are feeling that moment in time that it is at right now, whereby the wonderful leaves have just fallen from the trees and you see this cluster of crisp and ready fallen autumnal hues, then this is definitely a strand for you to get your hands on. It is your crazy agate, and this, unlike a lot of agates, is entirely natural. If you love natural agates, I have got Simon joining me on air at 3 o'clock. We have got for you something really scarce here. I would honestly say that, and this is me hedging my bets, 97% of the agate that I show you will have a treatment upon it. The fact this is entirely natural takes it to an upper echelon, because more often than not we will dye agate to make it look more interesting and give it more interesting colours. This doesn't need it. It's interesting, it's enticing, it's a beautiful array of colours that, let's be honest, isn't too dissimilar from some of the Mookaite colours. I brought you these 16 mils before. It's also not too dissimilar from my natural African agate that I've got coming up for you at 3 o'clock with Simon. We have got 170 carats worth on this strand, and they're a perfect 8 mil round. We are rolling a deal on for you now. You ready? $5.95. That will make a lot of sense later on today. Usually we'll film a VT in the morning. About an hour later, it'll be on your screens. I've got a feeling that Alan's got quite a bit of editing to do with this VT we filmed earlier on. Do you think he has access to auto-tune? If so, greatly appreciated. We'll see if that comes up later on. A new VT for you, because on Sunday we have got something we have never ever done before. It's going to be a spectacle. £5.95 for 170 carats worth of this stunner of a strand. Well done. At this time of year, I think we do like to gift to people who maybe are stars in our lives. Do you know what I mean? I think there's family members. You know, this Christmas I'm spending Christmas with my family, which I regularly do. And this year, we're all meeting in the UK. So a lot of my family live all over the world. For example, my parents live in Spain. And we're all meeting up in the UK and we're all gonna have like 3 days together, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. And there are people in my family who I do not get to see regularly at all. In fact, I've got aunties and uncles who live in Miami, and I have not seen in genuinely probably about 3 years, but I think they are just fantastic, and I write them letters and we keep up to date on social media, etc. But I think they're just fantastic, and I think they're stars. Also, you know that I work for a charity, and I work with young carers who are aged between 6 and 18, and they are the main carers in their household. So they will care, for example, for their parents or their siblings. And I work with them, you know, on my days off here, and I believe that they act like stars every single day. The things that they go through and everything, it absolutely baffles me. Also, let's face it, you know, my wonderful team that I work with here at Jewellery Maker, you know what it's like, your work family, and you see each other, and you might have had stuff going on at the weekend, and you walk in here and everyone's just in a great mood and everyone picks you up. This is the thing, there are so many stars within our lives. And what I'm about to offer you now, I think, is a giftable for any star in your life. Not only because it's actually got a star present upon it, but also because it's one of the most luxurious organics on the planet. It's your star of a star buy. I am bringing to you now this incredible item. A totally real, totally genuine, totally stunning Baroque pearl with the inlay star. This to me is a design feature, this to me is a beautiful piece, is really something extra to give to someone this Christmas. All you would need to do would be to pop this onto a solid sterling silver chain, and that is a very, very special gift to be giving. Even if maybe there's someone you're not going to see until after Christmas Day, you know, maybe someone's going to be cooking this Christmas, right? If you've ever done Christmas dinner, which I have not yet to this point, I have done a Sunday roast for, 8 people, and I'm a chilled out, laid back person, but I tell you what, I deserved that wine at the end of the day. I really did. It can be stressful, can't it? If you're going round to someone's at Christmas and they're going to be doing all the Christmas cooking and everything else, what about getting them this now so that, after the Christmas dinner and after the crimbo limbo, you can send them this gift and just say, thanks so much, for a great Christmas, you're an absolute star. And the fact is, you are gifting them not only that beauty of that 925 solid sterling silver star, you're gifting them the unique, incredibly luxurious Baroque pearl, which, as you know, Baroque pearls of this size can quite easily retail at the £50 mark for an individual piece because of the drama of these and because of the size of these and how long things like this take to form. But also, what you're going to be gifting them is something which you have thought about and you have understood that this is a kind gesture that they will understand. They're going to know instantly that this is a genuine pearl. They're going to understand that you have gone out of your way to give them something that is really thoughtful, really kind, really caring. And for me, this is the type of piece that if you gift that to someone like that, every single time they look at it, they're going to think, oh, do you remember? They think I'm a star. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, this reminds me of Christmas. This reminds me of that nice event. This is something which I think is really kind. It's really thoughtful. It's a really caring piece. And for you today, we are going to make it a star buy deal. £24.95 today on your incredible Baroque pearl. That for this size is next level. In fact, if we just do a little bit of research, B-D-D, if you just type in for me Baroque pearl, and let's see this kind of size. Yeah, let's do pendant. I'll do 20 mil. Do you know what? Live on air, you might be thinking, Bex, this is a bit dangerous. First one that comes up, £350. Fair dues, though, it is for 2. 85, 130, 339. I've got some 9mm. Now bear in mind these are 24mm. I've got some 9mm that are £39.95, but remember these are 24mm. I have got two here that are £250. And they're not set into jewellery. I will just point this out. These ones here aren't set into jewellery. It's just two for £250. It doesn't actually say the size of them, but I have typed in 20mm, which these ones are actually larger than in areas. The fact of the matter is, it's something unique, it's something individual, and the fact that you are getting all of that beauty and all of that sentiment within this piece with that precious metal is sensational, isn't it? However, because I've got just shy of 30 and that's all I've got left on the planet, there's no chance you're going to be able to get these before Christmas, you know, another show before Christmas. You can still get them delivered by Christmas, obviously with that extra delivery, but call the call centre to find out more. There is no way we're going to bring these to air before Christmas. This is what we've got. Looking on the notes, we've got no reorder note on this. That means that we're not in the pipeline of reordering this, which may well mean we don't reorder it again, because obviously, you know, we can't keep reordering everything because we'll just end up with the same old thing, and we've only got a certain amount of space in our warehouse. Bringing to you today a star buy deal. This is sensational, and do seize the moment. We are bringing to you today not a £5 off, but £10 off that price. £14.95 for this unique, individual, completely stunning, high, lustrous Baroque pearl we've got for you here. I think that is such an incredible opportunity. We have got for you all of those colours. Those pinks, those greens, those teals, I think they are absolutely sublime. Tracy, everyone is flooding in for these. What do you think of them?
I think it's gorgeous. You know, it's such a beautiful, elegant piece, and it is a standalone piece, isn't it? You don't need to do much else with it. You know, get it on a chain, on a silver chain, give it away as a gift. It's just so beautiful.
It really is. And without, you know, giving too much away, this Sunday, 12 deals of Christmas, starting from 3. Some of them you're going to want to pair with this. I've got silver chains last time, absolutely, before the Christmas day. £14.95 for you on that incredible look and beauty. And remember, you can put it with other gemstones if you want. You may well pair these with your pearls and your jadeite, because pearls and jadeite, I think, they complement each other nicely, because they're each a star in their own right, if that makes sense. Maybe even, oh hello, I'm just slightly obsessed with this. I've just thrown everything over. I've picked it up, no one noticed. Look. Oh, or even with opal, you know, which I have got coming up on the way. We have got for you £14.95 on this one. I had about 30. I have got less than that by a significant amount. In fact, about 55% of my stock has gone, I'm being told. So if you do fancy grabbing it, do just be quick, because as I say, this is the type of thing that's a great giftable, isn't it?
Definitely, definitely. So beautiful. So
really
elegant.
beautiful. Really, really pretty. Let me bring to you.
Ooh. Definitely.
That's special, isn't it? Garnet. Quick question.
Yeah.
I hope my eyes are saying it all. Is there any way, oh, I don't know, we could maybe incorporate this strand into something we might learn on this DVD?
Well, certainly the stones that have been used in setting on the ring here, you can actually use garnet. So you could take one of those individual pieces and use it like a gemstone, really, and set it into the silver clay ring.
That'd be amazing. That'd be so cool, especially with these with that trilliant shape. It's quite an unusual shape to be able to see, isn't it?
It is.
we are bringing to you 55 carats worth of your garnet, and we're rolling them under £10 for you today. So I'm going to wish every single one of you luck, because not only is that shape rarely seen, so it adds interest, but look at the colour. Natural, beautiful, intense, rich, really sort of cherry berry colour, isn't it? It's so intense and beautiful. It's really a luxurious look that we've got here, and the fact that you've got that shape as well, you could use these in many different ways. I'm thinking geometric style flower maybe. I'm thinking of using these together to create like a circlet design. Also, you could use these with kind of tip facing top or tip facing bottom, you know, so that you have that arcing at the top, almost quite 1920s sort of fanning design. Actually, you could do with these quite well, because it's an unusual shape. You've got serious versatility with these. You can also kind of interlink them. So imagine this on like a memory wire piece of memory wire, some facing one way, some facing another. They're going to sort of almost create this interlinking design because they've been faceted and cut and sized in the way that they have, which is from a 4x5, which is by no means a small piece, is it? But all the way up to 6x8. Well done, £9.95. How about I add a little bit depth to it? Did you watch that TV show?
No.
Do you know what it is? It would probably help if I sunk it in time and tune. Game of chairs, I like to call it.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to call it that.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch it.
And in fact, actually, one of your pieces you're going to show later is a little bit Game of Chairs, isn't it?
Quite possibly. Possibly.
I have got BTD. Can I ask you, my love, when did I last bring this strand to air? Do you mind telling me that? Me personally. Because I have a sneaky suspicion that I know when. And one reason for that is because if I said to you that if I said I'm about to show you black obsidian against black, you think, well, that's ridiculous, you're not going to be able to see it. If I said I'm about to show you golden obsidian next to it, then you would say that makes sense. BTD has just confirmed my suspicions. I played this for you a grand total of 18 hours ago, something like that. I played it to you last night. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because when you look at this strand, black obsidian is black. It's a flat black colour. If I move it like this, that sheen underneath is what we refer to generally as a golden obsidian. Now, the reason that I remember us playing this last night is because I was looking at this and I kept saying, oh, I love golden obsidian. We don't see golden obsidian. Golden obsidian's really rare because golden obsidian is due to volcanic activity and the way in which the bubbles are created, and that gives a buoyancy look to golden obsidian. Golden obsidian, therefore, is more expensive because golden obsidian is a phenomenon gemstone. And we love golden obsidian, even though golden obsidian is more expensive. And then I looked at the graphics and it just says obsidian. Now, on closer inspection, in all honesty, I will not sit here and say every single piece of this is golden obsidian, because this piece, no, even that's got a little bit of buoyancy to it. Hang on, there must be some. This one here is obsidian. I can't guarantee you any buoyancy in that one. They're golden, they're golden, they're golden, they're golden, they're golden, they're golden. That, yeah, no, that one's black obsidian, plain obsidian. Now, the fact of the matter is, plain obsidian and golden obsidian have a very different price attached to them. We will have had this independently appraised, and because we cannot guarantee 100% of them on the strand will be golden obsidian, we have had to call it obsidian. It's a little bit like when you sell on your jewellery. So if you make all of your jewellery out of 95 solid sterling silver, but you have a base metal wire work pendant at the front, and that gets appraised, it will be appraised according to the pendant. So it won't be described as all solid 925, it will be brought down in price. It's exactly the same with this. If this were golden obsidian, your price point would be 50, 60, percent more than this at Jewellery Maker price. Oh, sorry, I thought that this was way more than that. Right, if this were golden obsidian, I'm now saying that would be 100% more. In fact, no, 160% more. In fact, let me see, we don't have much of golden obsidian online anyway. If you want the look of golden obsidian, but you don't want to pay the kind of prices, then this is your chance to do it. Here you go, let me show you. This is our website right now. Just typed in golden obsidian. We have a grand total of 2 items in our vault. 2. Golden obsidian, 40 carats, $21.95. 25 carats, $17.95. My strand is 158 carats at $5.95. I mean,
no brainer.
It really isn't. No, I'm not guaranteeing that every single one of these will be golden obsidian, but you are literally getting the look of golden obsidian for the price of plain black obsidian. And yes, it is natural. No, we've not coated it. It's magical, that, isn't it? Great for stretchy bracelets. Lovely for some of your metal clays, actually.
Absolutely, yeah. There's so many of these wonderful gemstones. Always work so well with silver clay pieces. They complement them so well.
Yeah. That is a beautiful strand. Well done, everyone. That is such a good price as well. Let me bring you something completely unique and individual. I think this is such a different strand. When we bring to you this leopard-like look, we're bringing you something which is really on trend at the moment. Animal print is still going strong. It's been really popular all summer, and it still seems to be really popular this Christmas season as well. I think these are so individual. What do these make you think of?
I'd love to see these mixed with a combination of different shapes, different sizes, in anything that's spotty and leopard-like and natural, you know, so all of those mookaite that you had before, you know, just a strand of all combinations, different shapes and sizes. I just think they look amazing.
I've got for you coming up some liver of sulphur coming up later, which will help you oxidize metals. It will help you add depth to your metals, and we'll talk more about that later on. This is almost mimicking that because there's layers of light and shade, and it almost makes it look like they're kind of textured, doesn't it?
Yeah, the speckled texture, you know, it always creates interest in pieces rather than just a solid colour, you know.
Which is why things like this are great as well. We've got loads of them coming up in a bit.
Yeah.
Brand new, they're coming up for you later. Bringing to you £9.95 for your leopard skin jasper today. It is completely and absolutely natural. If you love natural, then don't forget 3 o'clock. We've got this stunner coming up for you. The next hour is basically all about creativity. You know, I will be amazed if I will bring you a strand or two to go with the DVD, but other than that, it's just tool after tool after tool, so it's going to be wonderful. Don't forget, I have also got for you an absolute treasure of the planet coming up now, so well done all on those. What I'm about to bring to you, I was lucky enough to launch this gemstone for you. I launched this gemstone for you, I don't know, what, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, I got to launch this because it's something which I was really passionate about us being able to get, because for me this gemstone almost has a deity-like status, and in many parts of the world it actually does. I was reading an article that came out, which is part of GIA the other day, and it was talking about a big auction. I might see if I can find it for you actually. It was talking about a big auction, loads of gemstones being auctioned off, and the actual headline of the title was really unusual, so I will see if I can find it. The fact of the matter is that this gemstone has a status and is highly revered. And one of the reasons for that is because of its history, because of its status, its standing, but also its beauty. When I am talking about jade, I'm talking about an umbrella term. Under this umbrella, there are numerous different types of gemstone. The most expensive, the most revered, the most deity-like is coming up for you right here, right now. Here's the headline I was thinking of that was brought to my attention the other day. By the way, the other day could mean yesterday or the second Tuesday in January 1999. Interesting headline, right? Also an interesting, because if I scroll down a little bit, note the first sentence or so of this quote. Interesting. This auction of important jewels and jadeite saw collectors from around the world competing for top quality gemstones and jewels. Jewels and jadeite. That is what jadeite is. Does that make sense? Jadeite, especially in parts of Asia, is not classified on the same level as diamond, as emerald, as ruby. There are jewels, gemstones, and then there is jadeite. This, in parts of the world, has a prevalence amongst everything else and above everything else. You can get jadeite, don't forget, from different parts of the world. You can get it from China. But the most notable location is Burma. And in Burma, they actually have whole sort of shrines, pagodas built out of this gemstone. And one of the reasons was because many years ago, there was a figurehead in Burma who loved and adored jadeite so much that she essentially wouldn't have meetings and wouldn't essentially do deals with other countries unless she was gifted well. Therefore, people would gift her jadeite, and she had so much that they were put in to build a full scale pagoda, which you can go and you can have photographs in and you can walk into. This gemstone has a status. This gemstone is highly revered, and it is something with literally centuries and centuries of history. For us here at Jewellery Maker, it was a real boon to be able to get this, and we actually were able to get this quicker than a lot of people in our industry to work with. Because a lot of the time, first off, you couldn't get it out of Asia because it's so much of a status symbol there. And then when we were able to, we were getting it through in dribs and drabs. And actually to be able to bring you strands worth like this was nigh on impossible. Just casting your mind back to when I launched this stone, I just want to remind you of a couple of things. When we launched the stone, we launched a strand. We didn't launch, now here's loads of rounds and here's loads of rondelles and here's loads of barrels. We launched the strand, we launched the opportunity, we launched the gem, we launched the jadeite. Let me also let you know we brought you rounds, and let me also let you know that the live on air deal we were able to take it to was $89.95. I am bringing to you the same gemstone from the same location. The difference in this is it's round on appearance, but it's actually coin shape, which for comfort of bracelet, some might say is even better. Please bear all of that in mind. This is the last time, I'll repeat that, the last time I can guarantee you this stone, not just this strand, this stone before Christmas, okay? If you do want to get it delivered before Christmas, speak to the call centre, talk about premium delivery. But don't forget that if you just want to own this before Christmas, so you want to make sure that you're getting this in that crimbo limbo before the New Year's party, this is truly your last chance, your last go. And I'll be completely and absolutely honest with you. We were looking yesterday to get some jadeite on air. It has been embargoed. The ones that we found have been embargoed until an event at the end of February, 20th of February or 22nd of February, 2020. So this strand and these gemstones, genuinely, if they're all under that embargo, you may well not see jadeite until that week, final week or two of February. That's your heads up, take it as you will. Bringing to you today the beauty, the supreme beauty, the supreme decadence of natural Burmese jadeite. The gemstone that is seen alongside jewels, and then it has its whole own category. 130 carats worth of Burmese jadeite today, and we are giving you an opportunity of something once and once alone. Good luck all. £29.95. I launched jadeite at the £89.95 or £79.95, £89.95 price point. An incredible deal. No, this isn't the same because these aren't round, but it's got that appearance, it's got that look. It's £29.95. I'm giving you this acquisition as a guarantee before the next time you may well see it will be 2020 in Feb. Bringing to you as well the fact that we want you to get the black jadeite to go alongside it. How many times have you seen natural black jadeite in the same shape, size and design as a normal Burmese jadeite? Never. I've never ever seen us do this. We want to give you the opportunity to get both today. Good luck, absolutely every single one of you. We are doing a price discount because we want you to get both. £30 for this. Absolutely sensational. £19.95. That is a 33% discount we are bringing to you on one of the most expensive, revered gemstones on the planet. That is absolutely, unbelievably incredible. Isn't that just astonishing?
It is fabulous, absolutely. I just love jadeite. I think it's an amazing stone.
Yeah.
It reminds me of royalty.
Totally.
And yeah, you know, that Far Eastern kind of mysticism that you can get as well.
Yeah.
So yes, it's wonderful.
It's such a special gem. Just imagine for me, simple bracelet, stretchy, with even just one of these.
Yeah.
Or alternate them. That is a stretchy bracelet. That's the type of stretchy bracelet Fleur would snap my hand off for. It really is. Let me bring to you now the black jadeite. I want to let you know something. We have brought you coloured jadeite before, and we brought it on a strand of dyed jade. And a lot of people said, oh, why aren't you bringing us natural coloured jadeite? And one of the reasons is because for us to bring you that quality of natural coloured stones, truthfully, we as a business would have had to have paid I can't remember, I did get told this, it was £300 or £400 per strand we would have had to buy it for. Obviously, we'd have had to charge you more than that because we like being a TV show and we like paying our staff because otherwise, nightmare they are. So we do have to make money on it. But I can't remember what it was, but it was genuinely £300 or £400 we would have bought it at. This is a natural strand. It is the black colour, so it won't be as expensive as the purples, etc. But it is totally and absolutely natural. We have got to give you an opportunity to get this one too, so let's do it. Lesser seen, totally natural. Your price point today, we are rolling it down. This is your incredible end price, £22.95, about to come on screen. I have literally got 48 of these as an exact number now, so I'm wishing you luck. Do get both of these. Last time you're likely to see jadeite before February, although I can't guarantee that it will be the last time you see it before Christmas. We are heading on into a break right now, but after the break, I've got the launch of this DVD and so many tools and inspiration. Don't go anywhere.
Yay.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs, and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky. And we have got our lovely guest designer, Tracy, alongside us today, who is about to launch a DVD. How many DVDs have you done now?
This one will be the third.
Yeah.
So we did a beginner's one.
I remember the beginner's
the
one.
beginner's one, and then we did the birdhouse one about 2 months ago.
This is coming up for you again today.
And
last
then
of it.
the rings, obviously, today.
What a DVD and a half this is going to be. Now, we have got so many tools coming up for you today. I've got some brand new bundles coming up. I've got some things you may not have seen before coming up. We have got demonstrations coming up for you. We've also got the DVDs, obviously. We have got gemstones that you can set into these. We've got loads coming up for you today. You just want to see beside me. I've even got brand new tools to use with your silver clay, your metal clay, your polymer clay, amongst other things. So we've got a lot to get through, but I need you to do me a favour. We want your questions in, because I've dabbled in metal clay before, and I know the types of things that I've gone wrong with time and time again, but you may well have never dabbled. You may well have dabbled and have found something difficult, so you need a bit of help. Tracy is here with us. It's the last show before Christmas, isn't it?
It is.
So do feel free to text in right now, and if you've got any questions, Tracy is here. She's a wonderful fountain of knowledge, so do text us in. The text number is 60777. Also, you can get us at JewelleryMaker.com, and you can message us in on there as well. But do make sure you're messaging in. Let's talk, first things first, about what silver clay is.
Okay, so silver clay is silver that is reclaimed from industrial processes such as the film industry and medical supplies. Silver is a natural waste product. So it's things like X-ray films, computer parts, teeth extractions. These have all got silver within them. Now there are companies out there that buy up the excess waste and extract the silver back out. Now that can be quite a complex process, but if we were to take, for example, the X-ray films, they come into the factory and they dip them into a vat of chemical that dissolves down the cellulose of the film, and all the silver particles are then suspended in the chemical. They dip in electrodes into that chemical which attract all the silver particles, and when they pull it out, it looks like clusters of sugar hanging on. So then they take that silver, grind it down, a bit like grinding flour. So they grind it down to a kind of flour consistency or talcum powder consistency, mix it with an organic binder and water. So what you've got is something that looks and handles and shapes just very much like a piece of clay. So it's like either working with maybe a ceramic clay or a porcelain clay or even a sugar paste. Those wonderful people that make amazing cakes and things that work with sugar paste. It can be a little bit like working with that, except obviously this is silver, so we're going to go on to fire it, and that will burn off all the organic binder and leave behind just pure fine silver. So you've got an amazing quality, hallmark quality silver pieces.
And the incredible thing about this is it feels and plays like a clay, and then it magically, after some firing, and I have got tools that you can fire with, I've got so much for you today, you can bring it up to this kind of look. Obviously these ones have got that slight oxidization to them. I've got liver of sulfur today, so you can do that kind of appearance yourself. Now we are going to launch this DVD for you right here, right now. So you know that you are going to be making epic quality of your silver pieces. And the fact of the matter is that silver clay is of a higher level than that of, say, obviously your base metals and even your sterling silver. So these are luxury handcrafted items. These are some of the shots from the DVD itself with Tracy. You can see a lot of these tools that she's showing. I have got them coming up today. We have got for you within this DVD make after make, and we're going to be teaching you how to set things like genuine gemstones that are coming up on the show for you today. We are bringing